Alrighty, let's give a round of applause for him. He's still keeping up the energy. That's awesome. Alright, I'm going to share with you a little experience I had earlier this year. So a couple of friends and I were backpacking in US and we were in New York for a few days. And on one particular night, we found ourselves having to share a tiny hotel room. Now that would have been okay had it not been for the fact that this room was just big enough to hold a tiny little bed. Now think of a single bed, single size bed, and halve it. Like literally. There were 3 of us. And there was no couch, and the carpet looked like it hadn't been cleaned in centuries. Like it was a no-go zone. So we were gonna have to share that bed. And it was late at night, like it was like 2 a.m. and it was like so it was January, so it was middle of winter. They had the worst snowstorm on record. So it was either that room or freeze our asses off on the street. So we took it. So here we were, 3 guys standing in the doorway, looking into that room, seeing that bed, and we were all thinking the same thing. Who's gonna sleep in the middle? It's basic maths. There are 3 of us. Someone has to sleep in the middle. It has to go down that way. So we used paper, scissors, rock to determine the outcome. I don't know why. It was just that was the default thing that we did. Like we've been doing that since childhood. So thought, you can't argue with that. So we did that. Lucky for me, I got one corner. Paul got the other corner, but poor Robbie, he was stuck in the middle. And to make sure that there was not even a chance of even accidental touching during the night, like not even a little chance, we strategically placed pillows in between us. Just to make, so there's no, like a surprise poke happening, just nothing to run away from it. The more it popped up, that saying, what you resist persists? That was happening to me, that was actually happening. And so what happened was, I think I've forgotten it again. I did this is my 4th time. I did it the first time and now it's happening to me again. Those 2 know it. Alright, we gotta retrace. I'm gonna be a detective. I gotta retrace it back. Okay, so I experienced this. I don't know what happens. Alright, so we were, where were we? Yeah, we were in New York. We've put the pillows in the middle and I'm having trouble getting to sleep. And then okay, remember. Alright, back on the train. I'm back on the train. Alright, here we go, back on that journey. Alright, so I heard so as I was trying to deal with this image in my head popping up again and again, I started to hear some giggles. I turned over and Robbie was in the middle and he was having a giggling fit. Like he was just laughing uncontrollably for no apparent reason. I looked over at Paul and he was as confused as I was. And by the look on his face, he was scared, just like I was. And I know he was thinking the same as me. We're not safe in this room anymore with this guy. We don't know what he's got planned. What he's got planned. In a foreign city, and giggling away in the middle of the night like some teenage girl's slumber party or something. Like, it was just not right. To this day, I still don't know why I was laughing. Like, why any of us were laughing. Having just shared a bed with 2 other grown men, we should have been the most pissed off people on that planet. But we weren't. We were actually enjoying it. And I'm not gay. I'm not gay. I know that for a fact. So that doesn't make any sense. And the other thing that really pisses me off and confuses me, well, not confuses, the first bit confuses me, second bit just pisses me off, is the fact that had I been traveling with friends who were girls, that night could have been something that most men only dream of. So these days, I've made a vow to myself, I only travel with friends who are girls. Hoping one day, just maybe, we're forced to share a room. And, a tiny little bed, and you can guess who will be sleeping in the middle. Me! Thank you guys. No storm on record. So it was either that room or freeze our asses off. And I'm having trouble getting to sleep. And then they're in a foreign city and giggling away in the middle of the night.